For decades, the world has been captivated by the story of Charles and Diana. Their royal marriage, dubbed the wedding of the century, quickly unraveled into one of the most infamous relationships in history. While countless books, interviews, and documentaries have delved into their troubled union, recent revelations have shed light on something unexpected: what King Charles actually said about Princess Diana in private moments. Prepare yourself, because this isn't what you think. The surface versus the truth. From the outset, Charles and Diana's marriage appeared perfect, a fairy tale brought to life. The royal couple seemed destined to rule together, blending Diana's charm with Charles's regal demeanor. However, it didn't take long for the cracks to show. Diana herself was open about the struggles they faced, famously admitting in her 1995 BBC interview, "There were three of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." While the public has largely sympathized with Diana, casting her as the victim in a loveless marriage, whispers of Charles's unspoken feelings have emerged over time. Was the man long criticized for his lack of warmth hiding something much deeper about his late ex-wife? A private confession that changes everything. The surprising revelations about Charles's feelings toward Diana came from a series of personal reflections recorded by someone close to him. A former confidant who worked with the royal family for years recently revealed an intimate moment when Charles spoke candidly about Diana, not as a royal icon, but as a person. Charles always maintained a public composure, the source shared, but there were moments when his true emotions surfaced, and they were surprising. Despite the public's perception of him as cold or distant, Charles carried a deep, conflicted sense of loss about Diana. What did he say that shocked even his closest friends? In one private conversation, the future king allegedly confessed, "Diana had a magic about her that I couldn't quite understand, let alone match. She brought light into the world, but that light wasn't for me. It belonged to the people." For someone often painted as jealous of Diana's popularity, this admission strikes a different tone. He acknowledged not just her influence, but also his own failure to connect with her on the level she needed. Even more striking was another moment of raw vulnerability. "I wasn't the man she needed, and I knew it. She deserved someone who could give her the love she craved, but I couldn't stop being me." It's a rare glimpse into Charles's own insecurities, suggesting that beneath his stoic exterior lay a man deeply aware of his limitations and Diana's pain, regret, and redemption. Friends of Charles have also noted his attempts to reconcile his role in the breakdown of their marriage, particularly in the years following Diana's tragic death. "There's a part of him that will always feel he failed her," said one insider. "Not as a husband, not as a partner in the traditional sense, but as someone who could have better supported the mother of his sons." His reflections reportedly intensified after the birth of his grandchildren, George, Charlotte, and Louis. Sources say Charles often wonders what kind of grandmother Diana would have been, a thought that brings both joy and sorrow. Why it matters now. These revelations about Charles's inner thoughts offer a more nuanced perspective on one of the most scrutinized figures in modern history. While he has often been criticized for his actions during their marriage, this insight into his private feelings suggests a man haunted by regrets and struggling with his humanity. As king, Charles carries a responsibility not only to his people, but also to his legacy. By reflecting on his relationship with Diana, he demonstrates a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths, a trait that may shape how he is remembered as a monarch. The legacy of Diana and Charles. Ultimately, the story of Charles and Diana is not just about love lost or royal scandal. It's about two complex individuals trying, and often failing, to meet the impossible expectations placed upon them. Charles's candid admissions, though late, suggest a profound respect for Diana that perhaps even he didn't fully understand during their time together. So, the next time you hear a critique of Charles or a glowing tribute to Diana, remember this. Beneath the tiaras and tabloid headlines lies a deeply human story of love, loss, and the pursuit of redemption. And while the world continues to debate who was right or wrong, one thing is clear: Diana's impact remains as powerful as ever, even in the quiet reflections of the man who knew her best. Could this be the redemption arc we never expected? Only time will tell. Thanks for watching to the end. And guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, this video, share, and your comment on the comment section below. Your comments matter. See you.